It is an investment of American Rescue Plan dollars that city leaders are calling a game changer. Mayor Brandon Scott unveiling his plan to allocate $100 million to address the city's vacancy issues.
All right, WMAR2 News' Kendall Green is on this story for us tonight. And Kendall, this is a decades-old problem, finally getting a shot in the arm.
Yeah, good evening, Jamie and Kelly. Whether it be public safety, public health, or generating wealth in disinvested communities, we've seen the impact vacancies have on the city. The mayor hoping this move today can be a down payment on banishing blight across Baltimore tomorrow. By now, we've all seen the horror stories surrounding vacants across Charm City, from injured workers to squatters putting themselves in danger.
Today, I am announcing the allocation of $100 million in ARPA funding to protect residents, prevent blight, create. Yes.
The announcement falls on the anniversary of the passing of the American Rescue Plan Act. In just 46 days after the tragedy on South Stricker Street, where 3 Baltimore City firefighters died responding to a fire in a privately owned vacant property.
Quite frankly, this investment I'm very excited about because it is certainly going to make it safer for our members and safer for our community.
The plan focuses on 3 categories. $4 million allocated to resident protection and anti-displacement, nearly $40 million to blight elimination and prevention, and more than $56 million to strategic capital investments. Nearly $17 million of those SCI dollars aimed at transforming public affordable housing. A plan housing authorities expect to impact the 14,000 families on the public housing waiting list and the 25,000 on the Section 8 waiting list.
We are demolishing 629 public housing units, but bringing back 1,345. This money is desperately needed because we had a housing gap. And so this filled the housing gap. So we're now able to move all the other phases forward expeditiously.
According to City Administrator Chris Shorter, Baltimore has nearly 15,000 vacant buildings, while more than 13,500 of them are privately owned.
Some of the vacants that are standing today were standing 43 years ago. That is sinful. Should never happen.
Congressman Mfume giving the crisis some context, addressing absentee owners sitting on properties failing to maintain their condition for years at a time. Hopeful the boost to funding can cut through some red tape council members say has impeded years of progress.
When the liens get too high and higher than the value of the property, we can take that to the court, foreclose on those liens, and make it available for redevelopment. This is a critical strategy that we did not have until recently.
These are critical resources at a very critical time.
A critical time to pour into impact investment areas like Park Heights, East Baltimore Midway, and Sandtown. The mayor hopeful the spending package ensures access to equity in housing, a challenge that dates back to redlining in the 1930s, unveiling the city's Buy Into Be More program.
If you want to be a homeowner and live in a city-owned vacant property that you want to rehabilitate, if you're a developer looking to invest, anybody that wishes to purchase a vacant city-owned property or vacant land, to apply to purchase city-owned property through our open bid program.
This is about housing equity. It's about the ability for communities to come back to life again.
Now, we provided a breakdown of the city's spending plan on our website. That's WMAR2news.com. We also listed a link for those interested in acquiring some of the city-owned properties that we just mentioned. Kelly?
All right, thanks a lot, Kendall. And we're digging deeper into the data on vacant properties as part of our In Focus series. That is our commitment to providing more context on some of the stories that matter to you. Taking a look now at the current map of vacants in Baltimore City, there are just under 15,000 vacant buildings based on some of the most recent city data. This map colors the properties by the decade based on when a notice was actually created for it. These 6 red dots right here indicate buildings that were vacant since the 1990s. Just under 3,000 have been vacant since the 2000s.